let's get one thing straight. You do not need to wake up at 5 a.m., meditate for an hour, journal your childhood wounds, drink moon water, and compete a full triathlon before 9 a.m. to be successful. That is productivity propaganda, and we're not here for it. In this episode, we're talking about real routines that help you stay focused, clear-headed, and in control of your day without pretending like your life is a flipping Pinterest board. Because the goal isn't to have a perfect morning, it's to have a powerful one that actually works for you. So, disclaimer, before we get started, this is not a medical or health podcast. I am not a medical or health professional. I'm going to share what I do throughout my day from research that I did for my body, that I spoke to my doctor about, that works for me as a human, okay? You should do your own research, talk to your own doctor. This is maybe just a little parameter to help you kind of see what I do and why I do it. The things that I do in my morning, my afternoon, and my evening all go back to giving my body and my brain the fuel it needs to be able to focus when I want to focus. So I'm going to give you a little bit of insight into what I do daily that kind of helps put all of that stuff together, because this might be woo for some of you, maybe not, hopefully not. I have seen people take their last breath, and there is an energy inside of you. We don't plug in at the end of the day. Nobody changes their batteries, right? There's electricity going on, right? In the simplest of forms to keep you alive. And when you take your last breath, that energy leaves. It can't go nowhere. It has to go somewhere. But it all connects together and works together. Your brain, your heart, your stomach. So when we're alive and we're breathing, the breath moves through your entire body so that the blood pumps, so that it feeds everything that you have inside of you. So why do we not fully understand that our stomach is connected to our brain, or our heart is connected to our stomach and our brain, right? I know it might be an odd concept, but it's true. It's science. You can totally look it up. If you don't believe me, really everything works together. Like your heart pumps blood everywhere, I promise. So my favorite way to wake up is without an alarm. I like to allow my body to just be like, now's the time to go. And if I've eaten well and drank enough water, I got my movement in, then it's usually for me about 7 to 7.5 hours. Usually, not all the time. I can't guarantee it. So summertime is clearly my favorite time because I don't have to panic about getting my kids up and getting them out the door so that they get to the school bus on time. My alarm has to go off. Otherwise they'll never make it to school, and then I'll have an officer at my door telling me that my kids are truant. Anyway, my favorite way to wake up is without an alarm. But if we have to have an alarm, we have to have an alarm. Just make sure you're getting a decent amount of sleep. There's no way around it, guys. If you're like, oh, I can sleep on 4 hours. Well, your body doesn't actually get the full rest that it needs 4 hours. So good for you, but not so great. So I wake up in the morning. Doesn't matter what time it is. In the summertime, it's a little bit later. 7:30, 8 o'clock sometimes. I don't drink coffee. I quit coffee about a year ago. I have some health issues where I'm not allowed to have caffeine or sugar, which sugar happens sometimes, not gonna lie. But I got rid of caffeine, got rid of alcohol, got rid of a lot of stuff. So I don't have coffee right away. And honestly, again, there's science behind this. If you wait at least an hour to an hour and a half after you wake up, your coffee is better for you. And there's cortisol, there's all types of things that your body floods when you wake up. And when you drink coffee right away, it inhibits those receptors and blocks them, which is why a lot of people have the 3 o'clock in the afternoon crash, because that natural release doesn't happen. And now it's not happening throughout the day, and you're crashing and you need more coffee. So if you are somebody who wakes up in the morning and has coffee right away, try delaying it a little bit. I'm not saying first thing, go an hour and a half, because maybe that'll throw you over the deep end, but give yourself 30 minutes. And then when that feels comfortable, do an hour. And then when that feels comfortable, do an hour and a half, right? But drink a lot of water, because, you wake up dehydrated. So I wake up in the morning. First thing I do is I fill everybody's waters. And then I take my vitamin D, because If you've been to the doctor recently, you're probably vitamin D deficient. It doesn't matter. I spend a lot of time out in the sun and I'm still vitamin D deficient unless I take a vitamin D because our fruits and vegetables just don't have it in it anymore like they used to for other reasons. And that's a different topic, Yes. That's a different topic for another day. But drink water, rehydrate your body, your skin, your organs need it. When you drink water, it lets your organs know like, oh, we're waking up now. Great. Thank you so much for replenishing us. And guess what? Your body is mostly water and your brain kind of needs water. It needs it. All this stuff, if you've seen it, people have it out and about. It sits in water. It's squishy. It needs it to continue to let those neurons like bounce around and do all the things that they do throughout the day. So very first thing that I do is drink a cup of water. I put my shoes on and I go for a walk. If it's too cold, because I'm over 40 and I don't really do like uncomfortable things anymore, if I'm being honest. So if it's too cold or if it's a little bit of a drizzle or if it's too flippin' hot, right behind me is a walking pad. I will face the window, pretend sun hit my face and do like 10, 15 minutes. I do, if at all possible, depending on where you live, get outside and let the morning sun hit your face. Don't have sunglasses on. Don't have a hat on. It's beneficial for your body and the circadian rhythm to take in that morning sunlight, even if it's cloudy, like sun comes through clouds, right? And the walk is going to help move your body and get it into the motion of like, oh, we're doing things today. We're waking up, essentially, is what you're letting everything know. Like it's time to take in the sun and reset our rhythm and get into the flow of what's happening. So we go for a walk. We let the sun hit our face. Sometimes I don't go for a walk. I'll sit in the backyard and I'll let the sun hit my face. Depends on what I'm in the mood for. Walks are great. I would highly recommend, I'm not going to tell you don't do it, but I would highly recommend no podcast, no music. If you bring your phone for steps or emergencies or whatever, stick it in your back pocket and just enjoy nature. Let your brain not think. That's the other thing. Like if you haven't noticed, I didn't say I check my emails. I didn't say I check social media. I didn't say I check my text messages. I literally do not look at my phone until a while. I don't look at it for a while. I will check to see if any of my kids messaged me because I have 2 older boys as well. And I got to make sure, they're not here. I got to make sure they're okay. 9 times out of 10, they don't message me. Or it'll be like a weird meme or something like that is not necessary. And I don't watch it. The point is to not touch technology for a while. Let your body fall into that natural rhythm of being awake and alert. So after that, I exercise for about 30 minutes. Again, not every day. I'm not perfect. I would enjoy exercising every single day, but sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I have a busy morning where I have to get out of the house and go somewhere else and it just doesn't happen. But if I get that walk in the morning, I feel really good about myself. But physical movement is good. Lifting weights is really, really good for your brain as well and your body overall. Even if it's, 3 pounds, even if it's a 5-pound weight, you're doing something that's going to keep your body in motion. If you think of kids, right, they can walk on their knees where they can like jump and spin and twirl and you're like, oh, if I did that, I'd probably throw my back out. Or, there's no way I can get up without groaning off the floor. They don't stop moving. We have. So put your body in motion and it will thank you for it. I promise. All right. Exercise, shower, all of the fun stuff gets taken care of. Typically around this time, and there is science behind this. So I want you to understand for focus work, everything that I do, everything I'm talking about, the morning sun, the hydration, the eating, whatever it is, it goes back into how can I be my most efficient, my most focused at a very specific time of day, right? So I can't remember the name of the chemical, but roughly 2 hours before you wake up, a chemical is released, and about 3 to 4 hours after that is when you have your highest focus. So for me, if I'm waking up at 7:30, my focus is around 9:30, 10:30 is when it starts. And then you can do a 90-minute block where your brain is like just ready to go. It's ready to sink in because of the chemicals in your body that are being released. Science. I don't know it. Other than that, you guys can Google it, look it up. But it has been proven by multiple studies, universities, peer-reviewed studies, all that kind of stuff. The best time to get some work done is typically at that time of day, where you can be your most focused. And again, that's not for everybody. Not everybody has that. But if you noticed, I didn't tell you that I did 17 things in the morning. I literally did the things that were optimal for my brain. Sometimes I journal. Sometimes I meditate. Sometimes I do breath work. Sometimes I do EFT tapping. But it's not a rigid list that I have to pull from every single day. My rigid list is drinking water, taking my vitamin D, and getting some morning sun. That's it, right? And it takes all of 15, 20 minutes. And it really does help wake you up. Now, I'm a 16/8 faster. So I fast for 16 hours and then I eat in the 8-hour period. And again, there's a lot of science behind fasting and what it does for brain function and overall health. You can look that up on your own. This is, again, not a health podcast, but those are the choice that I've taken for myself. I've seen a difference not only in my skin, but also in how I am able to sit down and actually get work done. And I have to tell you, so I have a social work background. I have a master's degree in social work. I worked in child protection. And the telltale sign of somebody being addicted to substances was that you can see it in their skin, because it had worked its way through the inside of their body so much that it was now forcing its way out, right? So if you start seeing a difference in your skin, the inside of your body is like nourished. It's got everything it needs to have, and it's going to start pushing things out for you. So not only does this have a benefit of like your mental focus, you can actually get work done and do things that you need to do, when to do, and how to do it in an effective, efficient manner so you get more done in less time, but start looking better and feeling better too. So overall, wonderful benefit. The other thing is that I just wanted to touch on very quickly, aside from taking time for yourself, when you eat lunch in the afternoon or breakfast, whatever, if however late or early you eat, try and do another 10, 15-minute walk. And like literally a 10-minute walk is a walk around the block. Okay. It's not going to ruin your life. I promise you. If you just walk around your house for 10 minutes, if it's storming or cold or whatever, but get your body moving where you're not listening to anything, you're not doing anything other than letting your brain shut down and function as it's meant to function. The movement after eating is also something that helps keep you more alert in the afternoon. If you're someone like me who needs a lot of rest, maybe a 20, 30-minute nap will be helpful for you. And then once you have that and you're feeling a little bit more energy, more of those endorphins are kicking in because you've been hydrating all day, you've been eating properly all day, right? You moved your body a couple of times. Then you'll be able to do your next block of work in the afternoon without feeling like you need 17 cups of coffee, right? Because that's just fake energy. And your brain is still going in 17 different directions when you're trying to focus on one, right? So maybe it's looking at the pile of crap that your kids left on the floor that they forgot to clean up, because this is where they keep their crafts. And you can't focus properly because now your brain's being pulled over there, or it's pulled over here, and it's, scattering you back and forth. The other thing, and I didn't mean to hate on coffee today. I really didn't. But I do want to tell you, if you are a coffee drinker, great, drink your coffee, like have it. But if you're complaining that you're not sleeping well, or you don't feel rested when you wake up, because I know a lot of people that are like, well, I drink coffee at night and I go right to sleep. Cool. You're meant to shut down at night so your body can kind of also shut down and get its rest. But when you drink or you eat, caffeine stays in your body for 8 hours, something ridiculous. So when you have coffee late at night, your organs are working. They're moving. Your digestive system is working. It's moving. It's not resting. And then you get bloated, and then you can't think right because, oh my goodness, my stomach hurts. And guess what? Your stomach is connected to your brain. So that's the other thing that I do. I take a probiotic, eat yogurt, whatever it is. Again, not medical advice, talk to your doctor first, but 500 milligrams of something is in it. I would have to look it up. If you're curious, just let me know and I'll tell you what it is. I can actually link you to the book that I read that helped me figure that out. I can't remember what it's called, and I don't have it on my desk because my desk is clear. So if you want to know what the name of the book is, I will comment underneath your question and let you know. But it was all about kind of connecting with your body so you can focus more and be more present and have the most brain power that you could possibly have, right? So brain health is also gut health, is also heart health, right? Again, it's all connected. So we have to take care of ourselves, which is why when I work with people, I ask them, what are you doing to take care of yourself? Because you can't just work 40 hours a week and then go sit on the couch and doom scroll. You can't do it. You won't last. Your body will burn out before your business ever gets to the success that you want it to see. You have to absolutely take care of yourself, not just for your own health, but for the health of your business and for the health of all your relationships and everything else. It's just, you will operate at a higher level when you are taking care of yourself internally and externally. And that doesn't just mean exercising and eating right. That means like spending time with family and friends in a way that feels meaningful to you. Because yes, we are business owners. And yes, we have to do a lot of work when we want to be successful. We have to get things off the ground and get things moving. But when we do take care of ourselves and we optimize our bodies to know when we have that peak focus where I can do what used to take me 6-7 hours in a 90-minute block, right? I can get a week's worth of work done in a day because I'm able to optimize how my brain works. And you guys can do it too. It's these tiny little movements. I'm saying do everything all at once, right? If you're not used to waking up and moving right away, maybe grab your coffee and go for a walk in the sun. If you don't want to give up coffee first thing, right? Do one little thing and see how it feels. And then add in another one and see how it feels. That's how you build habits, and that's how you are able to maintain them and sustain them. Same thing that you do within your business, right? You don't just shove everything all at once. You won't make it past the first day, right? So anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any questions about anything, let me know. I will link you to studies if you want to see studies. I'm not the one that did the research. Again, I am not a health podcast. I am not a health entrepreneur. I'm just somebody who had a couple health scares and had to look into alternatives and different ways of taking care of my body and my health. So I did a bunch of research, and if I could shorten that time for you, I absolutely will. So if you need to know anything more, just comment below and we can talk later.